So my course is going to bring you deep into the heart of Balinese performing arts. Bali is a small island east of Java, which is in the nation of Indonesia, which has some 17,000 islands, depending on the tides. How many of you have been to Bali? I figured that would be the case. That's wonderful. So those of you who've been there, you probably know it's the last remaining Hindu culture in a nation that is now 90% Muslim. And there are great historical connections between all parts of Southeast Asia as well as with Hindu Java. And there's a really rich performing arts tradition. I use my book, which is called Music in Bali, which I brought, and it has 3 overarching themes, which I'm just going to read off to you. So one is that Balinese music is primarily an ensemble tradition. It reflects the value placed on group identity over individual expression, and also reflecting to a certain extent the cooperative nature of Balinese social organization. And the second theme is that Balinese music, dance, and theater and ritual are completely intertwined. Poetry is sung, and stories are told through music and dance. Ensembles are linked to dance forms and are enacted narratives. So this course is not just going to cover the Balinese music, but it's going to look at the integration of music, dance, theater, and ritual. And the third theme that I cover is that contemporary performing arts are intrinsically linked to Balinese identity and the sense of history. Through performance, the past is played in the present. So one of my more recent researches has to do with the contemporary scene in Bali and how tourism, cultural tourism, and all forms of tourism have impacted the arts, which are actually thriving today in Bali, despite the onslaught of globalization and everything else. My focus has been on shadow puppetry, and I brought a few, just in case you've never seen shadow puppets, which actually, you can see it in front of the light, you get they're very intricately carved rawhide puppets. This is the Tree of Life puppet. And the stories are very complex. It's an art form for all ages. Can you hear me if I speak without a mic? I'll come back to the mic. It's an art form that integrates music, dance, singing, all forms of vocal music and vocal artistry with many, many different languages, and it kind of represents the past and the present. So I'm going to be using a lot of shadow puppetry. And just to close, one of the highlights of the class is in the 3rd week of class, we're going to go to the UC Berkeley Balinese Gamelan. Gamelan is the word for ensemble in Bali, and there's some 30 different types of ensembles. They're made of bronze and bamboo, and we're going to have a hands-on workshop where we can sit down and learn to play to understand some of the layering and the sound. Part of that day will also be a lecture demonstration, and I have Balinese guest artists coming in to demonstrate music and dance and the integration of those two. So it should be a very lively and engaging, fun class. The blurb that was posted was incorrect, so I just wanted you to know the complete blurb was, this course explores the relationship between music, dance, theater, and ritual in Bali, Indonesia, the last remaining Hindu kingdom culture in Indonesia. Bali has a vibrant performing arts scene that encompasses tradition while fostering individual creativity and innovation. Through analyses of videos, we're going to see a lot of videos, films, recordings, readings, lecture demonstrations, and workshops in music, dance, and shadow puppet theater, we will view examples of continuity and change in contemporary Bali. Thank you.